Hello friends, today I'm coming on to share with you some projects that I made using the new cutting dies from KSCRAFT April release. This month's release was kind of split up into two general themes, one being Cowgirl and the other being fashion influencer. So today I'm just sharing with you the Cowgirl stuff. I thought I'd tackle the half that I'm less comfortable with first. So let me just get started and show you what I made, what I created. I am guest designing again this month and I couldn't be happier. So she sent me these cutting dies to play with, and I had a lot of fun. I am a New Yorker, so certainly not a cowgirl. Always been in the Northeast, but I do like country music and I love all things retro and boho. So I tried to put my own spin on these dies, and this is what I've come up with. So right here in front of you, I'm sharing the Cowgirl Boots cutting die, which is really cute. It comes in two sizes and you have different choices for the pattern on the side. These are cute. This is the large size and this is the smaller size. So you can see the difference. I don't have a ruler in front of, oh yeah, I kind of do. So this stands 2.5 inches tall and the smaller one 2 inches. So you can see the difference, but I've used some cow print felt, some suede paper and denim paper to create these. It's literally 3 pieces and goes together really quick. Well, 4 if you include the little loop on the side. So I've made a few of these. There's another one. I really dug deep in my stash and I'm trying to use what I have these days. So I found all kinds of crazy papers I had from my scrapbooking days. This is like a wrinkled, tissue-y kind of paper that I thought looked like an ostrich leather or something. And I have some denim paper on top of that one. This one is a bandana print and like a mock croc. It's super shiny. It's really not attractive, but it looks good on a boot. And then this last one, this is a piece of faux leather that I used to make something with my Cricut. I don't recall. And I just put this little sequin on the back, tried to make it look like a spur. So that's the first set. Also, I'm showing you here the Cowgirl shadow words, and there's a couple. And it says Cowgirl, but you'll see later in one of my projects, you can use some of these words for cowboy as well. Not all of them, obviously, but we have Let's Go Girls. I didn't do anything really fancy with these in the essence of time, but I did find a really nice matte gold cardstock at Hobby Lobby, and I think it looks really good. Let's Go Girls, there you go again. That one I did in glitter. Yeehaw is one of the words. Obviously, that could be used for cowboy or cowgirl. Super cute. They're a great size, and I love the fonts. There's Cowgirl. Sorry about the glare. It's probably a little hard to see. And then you have Country Girl, which I'm showing a few times on here. Oh, and then we have Giddy Up. This I made into an embellishment, actually. So I had this in my stash, this wooden horseshoe and this wooden horse, which I painted both. I layered it up with a rosette from the collection that I'll be sharing with you in some of the other projects here. This star came with another one of the die sets I'll share with you in a little bit, which was the Cowgirl hat mini album. And this also came in that same set, this cactus. I love this cactus. It's super cute, and it's 2 layers. It's just 2 pieces. So you cut them both, and then you'll have 2 cacti. That's what I did here. I cut the top and the bottom out of the glitter and the top and the bottom out of a solid cardstock, and bang, I had 2 different cacti. So anyway, I made a paper ruffle, which is an older KSCRAFT cutting die with this beautiful lace denim and a piece of white cardstock is the back to make it look like lace. And just layered the word giddy up on the top. And I just think this is a super cute embellishment. You could pop that on the front of one of your mini albums, ready to go. It's a little big for a card, but I guess you could put it on a card if you had a horizontal fold card. The other embellishment I made is just on a rosette. And again, I used the other cacti I made in about 3 seconds. It was super simple. You'll see in another one, I did go to the trouble of diamond dotting all these little spikes on the cacti, and it looks super cute. I didn't have time to do this one. But this horseshoe also comes in the Cowgirl hat mini album set. You get a lot of really fun little pieces to play with, so I did. And this is another one of the words in that Cowgirl shadow words, howdy y'all. So you can use these, like I said, some girl, some boy. I made some other little things to layer up in my projects, which I haven't finished. So I made like this cute burlap and pearl. I was trying to make everything kind of like, not shabby chic, more boho, cowgirl. Next we have the Cowgirl bows, and these are super cute. There's a couple of different ways you can put these together, probably endless ways, but I know it's difficult to see right now. I'm going to take them out of the package, but I wanted you to see them all packaged up with another one of the die sets for this month, which is called the Darling Bag Topper. So I made the bag topper. I put this bow on here, which is part of one of the fashion influencer die sets that I'm not sharing in this video. It comes with the high heel bag topper, I believe. So it's a super cute bow. I layered it twice and put a little pearl in the center. And I've made 4 bows. And honestly, you could just keep layering them up differently and come up with a different bow every time. So let me show you. This one has like a sheriff star in the back, and you could use this as just the bow back, but I put a piece of the bow tail behind it. And you get 2 sizes of the bow in the set. And I just basically layered some hemp rope around the middle and stuck this little rhinestone encrusted star. I think this turned out really cute. This is another one of the papers I dug deep into my stash for. It's like a navy blue embroidered piece of paper, and it's really beautiful. So I think that turned out really cute. Love that. The next one I used, there's a horseshoe bit in there that you can cut out of something glittery or gold or pattern paper. And I layered that up with some faux suede, denim, and a boho floral paper from a Jen Hadfield collection that I'm using called Groovy Darlin'. So I have that mixed with Jen Hadfield Flower Child or Flower, yeah, I think it's called Flower Child. And you'll see a lot more of this paper later on. But this die set comes with 2 tiny icons. One is the steer's head and one is this cowboy hat. And I cut that out of like a coppery cardstock, and I think I popped that up on a piece of foam. I think it's super cute. The next one, same deal. I took the 2 size bows. I used my cow faux leather felt paper, this faux burlap paper, and a patterned denim, and used the steer's head on this one, which I cut out of that matte gold again. Super cute. Love it. Love it. So another one of the options with this bow is a belt buckle. I cut it out of that matte gold and just layered it up with some burlap, patterned pink paper, pinky peach paper, and the denim again. So those are my 4 bows, and I'm going to be gifting these to someone. That's why I cut a piece of paper and embossed it with the bows. And I'm going to use that Darlin bag topper, and I put a bow on it just so I'd remember it goes on that one. This is a really fun bag topper. There's room here to embellish more. You can, and it's double layered word, which is always pretty. I love this font. It's good and thick and very sturdy. I did not pop it up, but you could easily pop this one up on foam without worrying about it getting all stretched out and not looking nice. So I made a couple of these bag toppers. I made another one with the rhinestone star with denim and navy and gold. You can kind of see my little theme going on here. And then I made another one with this funky patterned paper from the Jen Hadfield collection, Groovy Darlin'. And I put a tiny flower on it with this little branch. So those were the bag toppers. And that's a really easy bag topper, by the way, to put together. It's, again, 3 pieces. You have the back, you have the layering piece, and the word, and that's it. So nothing fancy, but it really makes an impact. Super cute. So let's see, what do I have next? I have the Cow Mini album. This is a really, really cute set, which I did not make the whole thing. So this cutting die comes with the actual Cow Mini album, as well as a smaller cow embellishment that you can make. So this is the size of this mini album, and this cow is adorable. I thought she went well with my boho theme. I see, you know, like a flower crown in her hair, or maybe a flower necklace. I just haven't had a chance to play with this one yet. But it also comes with a small embellishment, which is where I went with this. And I wanted to show you how I'd package it for gifting or a swap. I have the 2 cows embellishments that I made on a cow piece of paper or cardstock. Actually, it is paper. It's pretty flimsy. And you can put that Darlin bag topper on the top. So let me take them out and show you. These definitely, see, this is the old K and Company paper. Another one I dug deep in my stash for. These were definitely a labor of love. There's a lot of paper piecing you have to do for these, but I tend to love the tedious things. So I had fun with that. I put a little, like a boho flower in her hair, and I gave her some pearl earrings. She has a little heart on her one hoof, and a bell. There is a piece you can cut to make that look more like a bell, but I was not having it. So anyway, she's super cute. She's layered up on a piece of chipboard, and then she has a buddy, and this buddy has a little tag in his ear because he's a steer, and that's just literally a jump ring, and again, just layered the nose and the face up on some foam and kept him kind of plain. I think they're adorable. I love them. I think they're super cute. So that's the Cow Mini album. And what do I have next? I have the Cowboy Cactus Mini album. Well, this one kind of, I was like, what? And then I made it, and it is so stinking cute. I can't even. I made him into a tag. So, and I am a boy mom, so I was trying to get some boy things out of this Cowgirl release as much as I could. So this is a gift tag that I made with the Cowboy Cactus mini album, which is a really cute size. And he has this little hat you can slip right over his head. There's a couple of different pieces here. You don't have to use them all. This body piece is literally just if you want to emboss the lines, which I don't know that you can see there. I did use a Swiss dot piece of green paper to make him look a little more prickly. If I have time, maybe I'll diamond dot him a little bit. I do have this color green diamond dots. I've put the sentiment howdy y'all on it from the Cowgirl Shadow Words, and I gave him a little leather lasso. This is just a star button from my stash and a piece of gold leather braid on his hat. And I used my eyelet setter to make him a tag. I went to the trouble of putting a lighter piece of just a cutout on the back so I could write to, from, or a message or whatever. I think he turned out really cute. I just think this is adorable. It would be so cute for like a little boy's birthday gift. Oh my gosh, this would make the cutest little invitation for a party or something. You don't have to just make a mini album out of it, but it is super cute and the size is just perfect. It's not too big and it's not too small. So that's the Cowboy Cactus mini album. And what do I have next? Okay, now we're getting into the big ones. So let me share first the Cowgirl Boots mini album. So there was a bunch of mini albums this month, which I won't complain about. Love them. This is a super easy die to put together as well. Just a couple of pieces, layering pieces. Again, you know, you don't have to use them all. You can make more of it if you want. You could cut this piece out and put an extra layer on, and there's a couple of simple pieces here which I will show you on my actual cowboy boot, which I made into a card. So if I were going to design my own cowboy boot, or cowgirl boot I should say, this is what I think it would look like. Some of the things that I love: pearls, lace, pink, beautiful flowers, bows, and a little denim. You know, it's just so pretty. I love what I did here, what I put together. I would wear these. I would wear these. So it's super easy to put together. I did diamond dot right here. I put a little pink pearl there, a couple of my rolled flowers. I tucked some pearls in, and whoops, I didn't attach this, by the way, because I don't think I'll keep it on there, but I wanted you to see, like, if you wanted to put this sentiment on there, you could. And this is from the Cowgirl hat mini album, that horseshoe. So if you want to put this sentiment on the front, you could, like that, and it would look beautiful. I've just layered this up with some of the branch plate cuts from last month's release. I used some faux suede here. This is that same bow, which is also not attached yet, from the fashion, I think it's, yeah, from the high-heeled shoe thing. So I made it a card. It opens, and I'm not gonna, well, yeah, I guess I could. I just folded it. And if I was feeling really adventurous, I'll stamp on the inside of that, because there was a really nice set of stamps included in this month's release, which I have not had the opportunity to play with yet, but I do plan to. And those are the Cowgirl sentiment stamps, which I'm sure you've seen in Hannah's and some other of the design team's videos. So these are super cute. I haven't had a chance to play with them yet, but when I do, I will stamp on the inside of my card. So, and I'll share that with you when I do the second half. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, so now we're getting into the big mini albums. I'm going to start with the cowboy. Oh, she calls it the cowboy hat, and I was calling it cowgirl, so my apologies. A cowboy hat mini album. you'll see this is a really good size. It comes with a bunch of fun little icons that you can use with it. One being the horseshoe, the other being that cacti, a star, a feather, something else. What else is in here? Oh, and some cow spots. Or maybe that was, yes. And the word sentiment, howdy, which cuts out like this. It's a really good size. It's that beautiful font that Darlin is in on the bag topper. I layered this up with the matte gold and the bandana paper on top. I haven't put it in the other album I've made yet, but I actually made 2 of these albums. I made one for the girls and one for the boys. So this is my Boho Cowgirl mini album. I'm going to push some of these things out of the way so you can appreciate it. And I just love how it turned out. I used that paper collection from Jen Hadfield, and I love it. Now this does come with a little piece that you can use to put, actually I don't, that you can put rings through. I saw Hannah show it, you know, like this. You'll see in my other one. I didn't use it for either one. I actually thought this was part of the hat, which it could be. So, there's 2 different things you could do with that piece. But anyway, I ended up just poking holes in the top, and I haven't put eyelets in it yet because I didn't have enough. So I didn't want to start something I couldn't finish. So I'm leaving them plain until I get my order of eyelets in gold. That's what I want them in on these. And I made a couple of pages, so I wanted to make sure I could get that finished. This is one of the sentiments, Country Girl. I've used the feather that comes with it, and I've layered up some flowers, some store-bought, some that I've made, with a piece of burlap and pearl ribbon, and there's a little velvet bow down there. I've used another one of those wooden pieces that I had in my stash, the horseshoe, and I made a little blingy ring to hang from the rings. I just thought that was pretty. I had these beads that I thought matched and were appropriate. So I just went and picked all of the fun, colorful papers from the collection and had fun doing so to make this album. So this is another one of the floral papers, and this is actually the back of this floral paper. Put that on there. Oh, just love it. And look, this is kind of fun. It's a little groovy, but a little grandma, as you can see, because here we have our granny square quilt paper, which I thought made a great hat. Another back of one of these florals. This is like a groovy floral, boho, I don't know what you want to call it. And then the back has rainbows and daisies. So I haven't decorated the inside yet, but I'm excited to, because I've been thinking about what I want to do with it, and I will execute it soon. But I wanted to share this because I do have a tendency to overthink everything. So it will take me a while to get this to where I'm happy. So let me share the boy version. And if you follow me on Instagram, I think you might have seen it. I made one as a boy mom. I had to do this. I made a cowboy album. So this this one I used a hook piece that was in my stash. I believe this is KSCRAFT die. It comes with 3 different sizes. You can do a 3-hole, a 1-hole, or a 2-hole hook set. And I just sandwiched it between the layers, and I made sure I cut it out of the paper that was on that page so it looked continuous. Like I said, I like to overthink everything. So anyway, I put the feather on the front, and I took the star and put little gold half half backs on there to make it look like a sheriff's star. And here's my diamond dotted cacti and a bronze horseshoe. So this one I lightly decorated. I love the papers that I picked. I used the bandana print here. This is more of the embroidered navy. And I put this little cluster here with the word giddy up. And I did pop that up on foam. There's room here for pictures or journaling or whatever on a separate piece of paper. Obviously, you'd have to put that on there. This one I've used, oh, I'm gonna move this because it's getting caught. More of my cow print paper and some of this denim. And here I used another one of the cowboy boots, which I kept with the same papers that I'm using in this album. Used the sentiment Yeehaw. And here on this last page, I used another one of the cacti. And you'll see this is the opposite of this one. So cut twice, you get 2 cacti. And howdy y'all. So here I did diamond dot this one as well. I think that looks so cute. And I put a little button over here. So that's my second cowboy hat mini album. And then the last part of this release is this really great die. I really enjoyed playing with this one. This is called the Jeans Pocket Mini Album. And it took me a hot minute to figure out how to put this together and what all these pieces were for, but I just kind of went with it. And actually there's a piece I did not use. So this has a bunch of layers. You have the back piece, and then you have the stitched back piece. This is if you're going to make the mini album out of it. And then you have another stitched piece with the double stitching all the way around, just like a denim pocket would have on your jeans. And then on top of that, there's a double stitched actual jean pocket. So you don't have to use all of these layers. You can use all of them. You can use this or just one of these. It's really versatile. So I used all of these for the front of my mini album, which I'll share with you in a minute. It also comes with this piece. This was the piece I was confused about. I don't know why you'd want to cover up those beautiful double stitch detail, but you can, like if you just wanted to make a pocket there. And then there's a buckle that you can make, and these are the whole grommets, and these are rivets for your pockets. And here you have, oh, this was mine. No, this one's mine. This came with the album. This came with the album so that you can make a mini album out of it by using it here or here, wherever you choose to use it. This is a different buckle option in the shape of a heart. And this is mine, and I was looking for it, that I used for the cowboy hat. So that's the denim pocket, and this is what I created. Okay, sorry, dogs were going crazy. I got a package, but I'm back. So this is what I created with this cutting die set, and this was really fun to put together. And this is a really good representation of that paper collection, the Jen Hadfield Groovy Darlin'. So I kind of went out of the box and used my mini cinch to make this album. Decided to put the strap across the top here. I magnetized it to my first page, so just for really decor. It doesn't do anything. It's just fun. I cut a bunch of pages out of acetate. Well, I cut it front and back out of acetate just to protect it. And you'll see I used my mini cinch, and I used every part of that die set except for that extra piece here. So So here on the first page, I made everything. I used the back layer, I used the double stitch layer, and I used the single stitch layer. And then I used the pocket on top of that. Now, how I created this three-dimensional pocket was I just made my own gusseted side here with, which is basically just you take a 2-inch piece of paper, 2-inch width, and then score it every 1/2 inch, and you make like a little accordion, and you just glue it in there. So, to whatever length you need it. And then I glued this flat at the bottom. I put the little rivets on, and I put jemmies for the flower centers, and then I made my own felt flower on here with some leaves, and I made a pocket. And I put a little piece of lace behind it because I just thought that was pretty. This is actually part of another cutting die set. And I cut out some of the tags from the collection, and I'm just sticking them in that little front pocket. So the idea of this was to make a journal, like it's not really a junk journal, but a journal for a young lady who's groovy. So I used all of these fun papers. I left spots for her to put pictures in, or, keepsakes, ticket stubs, whatever, little things she wants to stick in it. This page, I was gonna just leave a plain white paper in here. This is a piece of 110 cardstock for sketching, but decided at the last minute to stick an envelope on here. This is part of the new release as well. This is the 3x3 card and envelope set, and I just put 2 basic cards for her to decorate in it, the 3x3 ones. So using the papers from the collection. So I just thought that'd be fun to have a little envelope here to tuck things into, and she can still sketch or doodle around it. And then she can doodle on the back or sketch in the back. And then I had this lined paper in my collection. It's not real paper. It's an actual piece of scrapbook paper. And I just thought it'd be fun, like a little journal page. And I stuck some of the ephemera on there. Hey, darling. This kind of all goes with this month's release theme and this collection. Again, another place she can put pictures. And another one of these envelopes with the card inside. So I just thought this was fun. I had a whole little idea and just kept going with it, and thought to myself, I would have loved something like this when I was a teenager. Just give me a pack of fun colored pencils or markers, and I would have had a ball with this, and a pack of stickers. So another journaling page, and then in the back page, I put a little pocket, and I stuck some frames in there. She can use, I am going to put some other ephemera in there too, so that she can decorate this. Stickers and ephemera will go in that back pocket as well. So, and then the back, I just put no bad days, and that also has the acetate with the stars on it. So I just think that turned out so cute. I want one. Anyway, that's everything I have to share with you. I hope that you liked everything I made and that you are inspired. And you can go check out all of this month's dies on AliExpress and hopefully on Amazon very soon. So I will see you in my next video where I will show you the second half of this release. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.